Oh, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Damn, who set that light button like that? Appreciate that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just give me 1 second and we'll go ahead and get started here. Um, what's up, Broly? Oh, God. Give me 1 second to try to switch accounts on TikTok. There we go. All right, cool. Um, so give it about 2 more minutes here, and we'll go ahead and get started. If you're on TikTok, I am live on YouTube. We're going to be live trading today. So you guys are more than welcome to join us there. What's up, Top Shelf? Hell yeah, man. Let's go get it. What do you think about using a Python for trading and such? They don't really have hands, man. So you're gonna have to like figure out some type of adaptation. No, I'm just playing. It's good. If you can convert that data into something alertable, yeah, absolutely. Know plenty of people who take advantage of that all the time. What the fuck? Your Airbnb verification code? I'm not having Airbnb. Dang. Someone signed into some shit? Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. I do really appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys, with the morning news call and all that good stuff. Um, so far, U.S. index futures were steadily ahead of private payrolls, factory orders data. European shares gained, led by industrial and luxury names. In Asian equity markets, Japan's Nikkei closed lower, weighed down by healthcare and tech stocks, while Chinese shares ended higher on additional stimulus measures to support the economy. Oil prices fell on speculation that Saudi Arabia and other OPEC members may boost crude output to compensate for the drop in oil production. Gold prices rose while greenback priced bullion, drawing a support from a slightly lower treasury yields and a retreat in the dollar. So, English, please. Okay. uh, So, a couple headlines here. I thought this was interesting. Amazon to pull Kindle out of China, other businesses to remain. So that's just like one little tiny microfaction, but just something to keep an eye on. I thought that was kind of interesting. Indian weighs panel to rule on appeals against social media takeovers. India is considering whether to set up appeals panel with the power to reverse the content moderation decisions from social media firms. Saudi OPEC may make up for Russian oil output losses as Biden visits loom. Yesterday we saw GameStop reporting earnings. The company reported first quarter revenue that exceeded the market expectations on Wednesday. The video game retailer pivoted towards more online focused model amid increasing competition from large retailers such as Walmart and Amazon. The company net sales were 1.38 billion, 38 billion in the quarter, above analyst average estimate of 1.32 billion. Net loss of the company widened to about 157.9 million. Sales and software collectibles contribute to over 50% of total quarterly revenue from the first time since the third quarter of 2020. So, which stock should I buy? If that's how you're starting your day, man, I would just highly recommend that you should don't do that. Don't buy stock that you saw some guy on TikTok tell you to buy. Because later on, when that stock might change, my conviction changes, and I think that that may not be like the best pick, which can happen because companies change. Then what are you left to do? You have no idea why I took the call. No idea what I would where I would have cut it. So I don't do a lot of recommendations on what people should buy, especially no no insult to you, but I'd rather somebody come to me with is this a good buy rather than what do I buy, because then I can give my opinion, and rather than just doing all the work for somebody. I want people to be able to do this for themselves. So yeah. Thoughts on a Tesla puts today? I have a 695. We'll take a look at Tesla here. So anyway, guys, that's it for the news. As far as the economic calendar goes, today we have already seen the initial claims, continuing claims, productivity revenue, unit labor cost. 10 o'clock, we got factory orders, EAI natural gas inventories, and EAI crude oil inventories. ADP employment change as well coming in. And then tomorrow, by the way, I will be live tomorrow, but I will only be live right before the bell. Tomorrow's my son's birthday, so I will it's summertime as well, so I'm going to be spending a minimal amount of time at my computer. So just FYI, I'm not interested in trading tomorrow, especially after yesterday and the day before that. We've had pretty good days. Yesterday was a good day. And just looking to execute today, whether that means cutting and deciding not to trade or taking my profits and walking away. So he needs to hire a stockbroker. Wait, is it a good buy if I get a 6-piece versus a 4-piece nugget if I only average eat 5? Well, what I would do is I would try and take an option out on those nuggets for like 3, so that maybe on a later date you could like exercise those and get them when you're hungry, disperse the hunger. So that would be my financial advice for your chicken nuggets. I can't believe I just answered that question. All right, so anyway, as you guys know, and it's on the watch list today, Facebook. So what a ride. Yesterday was absolutely nuts, including the meltdown. But we did catch this trade both to the up and the downside. Mostly downside, especially after that CEO loss. But looking at the grand scheme of things, or just looking at the entirety, and we'll zoom in here. Wow, that's a good guy. Thank you. Thanks, man. Happy birthday to the goat son. Oh, thanks, man. All right, so the grand scheme of things, where are we at? It looks as if, and I'm not exactly sure if we're going to see a red day. So this is the support that you bounced off of yesterday. Huge support, okay? Right there. That's 184.75. 185. We either A, sit in this range, don't do anything at all, where you'll see a lack of buyers. If the market moves up, people might be hesitant to jump back into Facebook. So this may not be the upside play that I want. But this wick fill or below 188 again could present another trip down to the support and possibly down to our final target, which is 180.88, which would give us our third tap of support and then leave us with a third or a untested resistance, which based on just the wave, we can expect the magic number 3, 1, 2, there's nothing there, 1, 2, we got 3, so more than likely we're going to bounce. Not guaranteed, but just statistically, that's what I usually like to see. So, how old is my son? He's about to be 9 years old. Oh, the guy that wants someone to buy for him. Yeah, if you want someone to just buy if you want someone to do the work, hire a broker. If you want somebody to hire, there's probably a team that you could hire, but or invest your money into something safer. But if you're not willing to put in the same kind of work, you're gonna get the result that you're looking for. Which if you want to manage your account without having that kind of knowledge, then you're going to again learn lessons using something that you probably didn't want to learn lessons on. What indicators are you using? Moving averages? I use EMAs. Am I able to do Twitter? Oh, you're talking about the I can look at the chart here in a second. I use the 9-day moving average on the daily. I use the 20, 50, and 200-day EMA. The creator of the indicator is DK Swag on TradingView. All right. So I got a price target raise, a couple of price target raise news, and so regardless, okay, of everything, all right, everything, uh, most stocks held up, right? So we were trading Facebook. That was Facebook by itself. We just happened to pick the one that did the thing, which we weren't expecting it to do. But anytime that you break a level, what do? You usually retest it. And that's exactly what you're seeing here from NVIDIA. You're seeing a solid bounce off support, multiple different signs of that bounce. And then moving forward, you have this very, very clear level, and that's where we have retested. So this wick, right? This wick right here, and we're going to move this up 186. So there's early entries here. And this is done on okay volume to the downside. So we are at the 9-day moving average above that wick or above 186. It could be good for a potential early entry looking at a break into this supply. Okay, so right here, which is where we're at. Remember the top right there, and then the median. So look, we broke in, we touched the median, pulled back, and so we want to get up here. We want to get to 200 or 199.50. So either we get a bounce today or we fail and we have a gap to fill down to 179.90. So it is good both to the up and the downside. Both plays are valid. You've got a gap up here in pre-market up to, so look at that where that line's at. You got wick, body, wick. You've got multiple rejections just slightly above you, and that's kind of where you're at. So this is both good as a rounded top or on that hourly a potential flag. So I'm leaning right now. And again, we could see an actual pullback into that 178 and still bounce, but I would guess that we could see further downside from there. So. Yeah, if you're on TikTok, make sure to tap your screen, everybody. I really do appreciate it. If you have any free time, you listen. I think stocks get slammed this week. Now they've got retail to buy back in. I think you're overestimating the power of retail. I don't think you got to remember, most retail has completely left the market. And that's crazy. Most money is on the sidelines. Man, many retail has power, retail has no power. I mean, if you can, AMC and GameStop were an example of what happens when someone does something stupid, like say, "Hey, I'm a institution who has more money than I should be able to have, and I am going to predatorily short this company due to these reasons." So when you blatantly state before you take the short position that you're going to be doing this thing or right after, which it just seems foolish to me, at that point it was immediately attacked. And they had the upper hand for a short period of time. But I do believe through the power of dilution, I really don't think, I think people underestimate how predatory these people are, where they would definitely hire a team, because you got the money to do it, to create usernames or users on Reddit to dilute the amount of stocks. So you could, and again, this is my tinfoil hat theory. I don't have a lot of them, but you could, in theory, be in a short position on a different stock, exit that position or cover, right? Cover and hold. And then if you just say it's going to squeeze. You just generated a pretty lucrative, right? Like you just used everybody else's downside position to fuel yours up. But again, that's just a theory. I can't prove it, and if I did, I'd probably be dead. So, yeah, retail has no money right now. So like right now, I don't think that retail is as present as one would like to see. But anyway, yeah, when we had the STEMI check, I mean, guys, retail was in the market. In the market, we can see on a chart that retail has left the market in masses. Everybody's like, it's actually it's almost like a little disheartening. Like the entirety of the market just left, which means that the entirety of the market took losses, which means that during COVID, while people were dying, which I mean, like regardless of your beliefs, like people, like that was what the data was telling us, and we didn't have a vaccine and all this stuff and stimulus and joblessness and apartments or rent moratoriums, like all of this stuff, and the market was going up, right? Out of like what seemed to be delusion. That's just called the Fed, right? So the Fed being like, yo, and I think I said this, the other month. I was like, when the Fed decided that it was now immoral for them to hold stocks after they just pumped the entire market for a year straight, yeah, it's probably gonna dump, probably gonna crash. You know what I mean? Like all of those like little warning signs that like were very clearly like just gleaming. And now what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of these stocks that didn't have any value completely drop off the map. So anyway, rant over. So you guys know the deal. We're looking at Baba today, JD and Baba. Baba gave us a sweet little trend line break. It's not over yet. A lot of the times, and especially where we're at now, this could just be simply a retest. You look at the daily, and what it does appear to be if you fall further, and that's the biggest thing, is because these candles that you see on the daily, while they do have volume, and they did go and fill the gap, they closed right at the gap, and so you could still see further upside. I'm being nice, because realistically, if we lose that 91.75, you've got a level right below you. If you lose 90 and even and close the daily candle below that, I would start targeting this gap to the downside. There is a support here running from these lows, running it across. HMA is sitting right there, and then running from this top and then running down to this bottom. You'll see that we have broken out of that triangle. So just even seeing a simple retest could be a thing. Now that's the lower time frame, okay? Higher time frame, starting from this high, running it down over. There's still quite a bit more upside. So before you get too dialed in on further downside, watch Baba above $96 today. As it crosses above 96.75, this one could potentially be a play to the upside. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm keeping my watch list relatively short. Are your live streams stopping indefinitely mid-June? Or are you taking a break? I'm taking a break from live streaming, live trading. I've been doing this for over a year now with almost no break. So I'm gonna take a break for about a month and just be in the Discord. I will still go live on Sundays as usual, but yeah, the live stuff I'm gonna be just focused on the Discord. So where can I learn to day trade? Well, as long as you have patience, you can go in the Discord. We have a step-by-step process. And did you make TikTok money? Yeah, I made a little bit of money. I don't make a lot of money off of TikTok. Where can I? But yeah, where can you learn to day trade? That's a good place to start. But there is a ton of books in there that you should start getting ready to read. Get paper trading just to get the mechanics down without messing up. So you're a smart guy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Godspeed. Thank you. All right, man. So last one, and I've been having a lot of people ask me about it, and you guys probably noticed that I'm looking at like more of like these longer setups. And with Rivian exercising great patience, where are we? Where the hell is the stock at? Damn, there you are. So at the moment, we've discussed this many, many times, and maybe it's done. Maybe I was a little bit overzealous with my price target, which is totally fine because I'm willing to be, I'm okay with being wrong. But what I do not like about Rivian and what may be the sign to get out of Rivian, and I want you guys to pay attention to this, okay? If Tesla runs today, then maybe we see the same thing. I will be keeping my eye on Amazon and Tesla as some of the main account plays. But Rivian, right, inside of this setup is going down for its third one, two, three. It has not touched the top of resistance. It does have a gap up there around 34 bucks. So, all that being said, if we lose $29.25 and we keep continuing to fall, then I would say that this is a bear flag and we can expect further downside from Rivian, which I am still short on the company. I don't care how high it goes. If it decides to go and rip up to $35, I'm still short on the company fundamentally and will still be looking to get into a position. All that being said, daily downtrends as well. So I'm not even going to run it from the top. You can kind of get the gist here. Daily downtrend is right here. Okay. Literally right in our face. So if this is true, then again, below $29, $29.25, Rivian should fall, and I will average up and increase my size on the put side. Looking for Rivian to drop into the 25s and possibly even just $20 straight. So possible Costco calls. Very particular about Costco. All right, so Tesla. Going over Tesla really quickly. Hourly time frame. This thing looks like it was forming or starting to set up for some type of wedge, or it hadn't really set up completely, but we are flagging. That's number one. Number two is we have what looks to be a potential inverse head and shoulders. I'm surprised I remember that. So here's your shoulder, there's your head, and then potentially, which we could have a lower shoulder, y'all. We have a gap to fill at 705. If you notice, go look, right? Where is 705? Where is 700? That is that major support level. So not only is there a gap to fill, we could see a pullback underneath 727 and 725 for a pullback into the gap at 708, maybe probably 705. You don't usually just have like a tap like a 707, but from there you could inverse head and shoulders and move to the upside. So definitely one of those plays that if we don't do it today, I doubt we do it tomorrow. More than likely, this will be a setup going into next week. And if you've had a good week, or if you're up for the week, or even if you're not and you're just break even and you're learning, remember that like we are getting towards the lowest part of the week, our volume wise, the lowest part of the week, and those weekly contracts that you guys love so much and that I made a joke about yesterday. Those contracts are going to be expiring faster. It's called Theta Thursday, and you can expect for your contracts to lose value expeditiously compared to yesterday. So just something to keep in mind. But anyway, Tesla inverse head and shoulders. As far as the lower time frames are concerned, we can watch for this one again to just go down and fill that gap. 721 is that gap up level. It is a support level, and you can bounce there. But I would suspect that if our current trajectory takes us any lower, it just seems inevitable that would be the case. So last thing, really quickly, if you're watching this 15-minute, this is kind of what I was showing you a second ago, where we have like sort of a wedge. So don't sleep on this wedge, okay? A lot of the times when you get a rounded top setup or things starting to look a little bit bearish, It's a hourly flag that you're watching for. So anyway, Tesla around bounce levels are 729.95 and 729 even. So watch those two levels to come in as potential bounce levels. So anyway, aren't recessions considered volatile times historically speaking? That's good for day traders. Yeah, volatility will be good for individuals like ourselves. But expeditiously, oh yeah, it's a good word. I love that word. Not sure if I did part two of my charting. What do you mean, SR? If you're talking about the Facebook recap, the YouTube video is posted on my YouTube. If you want to go get my thoughts on Facebook and the trade that we took yesterday, it is on the YouTube channel. So also you can go and watch the live trading session from yesterday and compare and contrast. So all right, last one. We know Amazon is got the splitty. This one, whether we like it or not, looking at the overall market, whew, hot damn, held a divergence and has gapped up here in pre-market. Now it hasn't gapped enough, enough for me to consider it an upside play quite yet. But a lot of the times, looking at this 15-minute, there's a clean trend line right there. Looking at this trend line as well, you can see that we're wrapped up in a little triangle and up at our third wave. These are bilateral smaller patterns. So this can go either way. We can move up, watch 2475, but also watch for a fake out. Okay. Don't forget, patterns are great, but key levels are key for a reason. So this level of 2500, yeah, you're not gonna if you don't have volume today, which is something you should be watching, you won't get past it. You'll stay underneath it, and maybe you'll stay above that $2,400 level, but that $100 range is likely where you'll see Amazon. Um, Anyway, all right, so that's it. Google also it moves with this because it's going through its split. It's an exact same setup. So if you like Google better, then look at Google. Twitter was a request that I had this morning, and this one I actually already have charted somehow. So thank you, Past Garrett. MSFT Microstory provides Q4 guidance for revenue of 51 to 52.74 billion dollars. What? Okay. Keep Microsoft on the watch list. Q4 guidance for operating income to 20. I'm going to add that to the watch list. I love having a little news. Looks like 275.85. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so yes, you may see a bear flag on Twitter, but that's on the hourly time frame. Looks great, but look at the channel. This is a crazy looking setup right now. And I'm quite certain, based on this resistance, that it is valid. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red box is popping right now. 6 times you hit this resistance. So I don't know about you, but anytime I see a resistance get overhit, right? And so it's just either it's building and then it just at some point doesn't have the strength to build anymore and starts failing. So that failure would occur below $39 for Twitter, and watch Twitter to I honestly, looking at this chart, feel like Twitter might dump. It is in this channel. Support is all the way down at $35 from where you're at currently. So if it did lose that $39 level, that 38.85 level, I would be considering a short. I'll mark those levels out so you can see them because they're once you actually see the stock respecting them, it makes a whole lot more sense. But look at those. Those two levels would be critical for me on Facebook or Twitter, which I'll tweet this out on Twitter for you if you want to make sure to follow my Twitter, everybody. If you haven't already, there you go. It's out there. GNRC, Generac, and German
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, son.
How are you?
Good. Just looking at
Facebook?
huh?
Are you
Facebook. No. It is on the watch list today. Um
Facebook?
I want you to. Here's what I think. If Amazon and everything goes up, it's going to be useless to trade because it's got the downside. It'll yeah, it'll hold. It'll as the market moves up, it will no one will probably want to buy. You won't find any buyers, and so you'll see chop until we get a pullback, and then it will. So if that's the case, I'd love to see that because I might swing a put on it, but. I'm a little worried about because right now I think next week might be green. I'm still thinking that we might see green next week, and a lot of setups, like could give us a pullback today, just a little bit more red, and then Friday I think we might chop or stay in range, and then Monday make a move. So
By the way,
funny.
I have a guest here today. He's the one I told you that he was like, oh, you know this guy Power Stocks?
Oh, what's
He's
up?
right next to me. You can hear
Oh, dude. Well, nice
him.
to nice to meet you, man. Yeah, when Manny told me that someone like random out there like knew who I was, which I've had that happen now a few times. Like once I was playing Fortnite with some like like some kid came into the lobby, he was like 16, he was like, "You sound like a streamer." And then he was like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Are you Potter Stocks?" I was like, "Are you watching stocks, dude? Like, let me give you a membership." That's awesome. But wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yo,
Yeah, it does look good. I do like I have Tesla on the I have Rivian on the watch list as well. But Tesla's also on the side watch.
yeah, so the bottom of that trend line or the bull flag is like 725. 725 is the 10-day on the daily. That's gonna be an interesting trade.
Yeah, it is. I have Tesla anywhere below 724.90. You're gonna go get that. There's a gap down there, 706.96. Because I think it's good that because if you're watching Tesla, so look at this. This is what I'm thinking right now. This is the setup for an inverse head and shoulders. We've hit the same neckline, right? That red line up at the top. That's the 775. We already hit it 3 times. We rejected, and then so I'm thinking that we could see pull back at the bell, one more bounce, see Tesla move up to the 750s, and then you could see Tesla flush down to that 705 level, and then set up Monday for an inverse head and shoulders to rip to the upside. So that's just a thought. I could be wrong. I'll play it if it moves up, but I'm wondering if that's because it looks like it might set up for a really nice inverse head and shoulders, but might need a little bit more pullback, and that gap might need to get filled. So I'm both long and short. I'm looking both up and down right now.
Well, my watch for the day is just Facebook, just because how it's set up. It's the only stock that showed momentum at least
Yeah.
the previous day. So when you land on this big stop, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I'm nice there, but it's already happening.
Yo, what in the world? Guys, look at this chart. If you're watching my stream, I have not charted IBM in like 5 months. And look at the chart. It stayed there.
It's just,
Whoa.
what if I, bro? I told you, gold is the easiest thing to trade, bro. Look at that. Hey, bro.
Yeah, look at that. One, two, three, four. So if you're an IBM, it is very obvious 142.14. You need to make that to the upside to move. Otherwise, uh, if you fail to break anywhere below 133, you could see support again. Elon should match Gates short on Tesla and really make things crazy. Yeah, I don't think you can short your own company. That would be interesting. You can short it by tweeting. He does that. He does short it. What are you talking about? Every once in a while, he'll just let out a tweet.
Yeah, it would be against his fiduciary. Sure.
That's such a good word. When were you planning on telling us that you're a palm reader? What? Oh wow. What is this stock ASMR?
Yeah.
That's not ASMR, dude. That, that's tear. Everyone's scared now.
Bro, I don't have Sierra charts anymore. I would love to see one of those on Facebook. Wait,
They're doing the stuff, Sierra.
no, I don't have it. Dude, that's just expensive.
Yeah, it is. You can get a. Oh my god, I thought that said something else. There's a yeah. Um, you can go. TrendSpider has the candles, but they're expensive. They're expensive for just a, yeah, yeah, they're expensive. I think it's like in the hundreds, like above the hundreds a month. So yeah, yeah, same
I'd
here.
rather I had that. She's straight top like they'll get it right. Dude, Spy used makes a blooper of that Microsoft for
Yeah, that wasn't.
God.
It moved up immediately, and then Microsoft is just blushing, so that could add to the tech dampening. We'll see, man. I'm wondering if I still feel like we have not seen the completion of the upside. I think we might see more upside before everything is said and done. Which they suck.
They know where they're going.
No, just kidding. They suck. Yeah.
Holding,
Yeah, so they revised the documents. To just be 1.9 billion between 2.9 and 52, which is what we're doing here.
yeah, Facebook is legit trading like the move goes in like, God damn it, man.
Look at Tesla. Yo, Rivian gap down a lot. That's all.
So it's slightly a billion down. The original guide was 52.3 to 53.4. So it's roughly a billion down.
We we are at a bounce level for Rivian. All right. So like if we were to recover the Rivian support, this is likely where it would happen. But you're actually at you're there. You're right there. So this is if this is a bear flag, it can break right now, and we could see Rivian down. I would say $28 would be a good target. But ultimately 27, which is the median here. So yeah. Nah, upside all puffed out. We don't.
You guys know how I feel about gas. My God, bro.
I like gaps if they're not dumb.
Look at what Wally did.
No data slash nap with the Pepe. With the Nicki Minaj Pepo. Wow. I love our bot. It says no data slash nap. Minaj Pepe.
Because so when you do the exclamation president, so guys, I don't know if y'all remember this, but if you do exclamation point president, it'll give you the president's schedule for today if it's publicly available. And if it's not available, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, it says I'm nap.
Yeah. It's like I didn't know that. Oh, there you go. Also, Potter is also thinking.
President. Oh yeah, nice. I I actually talked to Wally last night and made it so you can't say fuck you anymore. Excuse my language, sorry everybody. Since that was a you can say it on live though. Hey, Oh, I didn't. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Hey, guys. Damn it. I didn't test it out. Well, thanks, I guess. All right, it's we got it. All right, all right. Didn't hit the chat. He DM'd me this morning. I actually decided to go and reach out to him. So, told him if you wanted a refund, if you wanted to, obviously, all that stuff that he needed to contact me, um, ASAP. So, um, yeah, I mean, he's probably lucky I was on live, but it did look bad. I do too. I like my like ultimately nothing is funny about it, you know. But like again, you can only do so much. Yeah, but everybody saw the same thing. So, looks like a red day. Am I bearish on Tesla? I'm looking at. I want to eat. I want to fill the gap. Maybe. Oh, Snee, you weren't here. Uh, yeah, just
Hey, where were you, bro?
go watch my TikTok. Go watch my go. What? Can anyone's? Oh wait, never mind. That message just disappeared. Who was that from?
And, guys, Ethereum is going to break a low that is very scary if it does.
What level is it at, Eddie?
Dude, it's like at 1790, bro.
Yeah, that's a big level.
And if you look at the daily, there's a support structure that if we lose that on this, that's gonna be a straight floodgate to the 1300s.
Dude, I want all crypto to go down to like worthless so I can buy.
I told people that I would buy. I'm so tired of these damn bears. Sorry, Andrew. I was a bear before it was cool though. I was a bear.
So I get to be a bear.
I, I feel bad because I understand. I do. I told people like, and I don't want you to like imagine it like a movie. Like it was just like probably the times where you lost your shit. You know, like I definitely have yelled at my computer. I've definitely had like crisis. You know, like I went through like I was so emotionally attached to the money that I was putting in there because I was working for it and then like also having to manage my entire life, like which was not, going the way that I wanted it to. So if you're even just working on yeah, if you're just even working on, getting into trading, like when I tell somebody, like, yo, you've been here for 3 months, lower your expectations. If you're going to take signals, follow directions and stop trying to take over. Otherwise, ex cut your exposure down because you have lessons to learn and you're going to learn them. Especially if yeah, especially if you're not willing to listen. So, I want, yeah, don't ever want to have to deal with that, like, and I'd rather somebody just listen and make that choice for themselves. But I think that was just like a hard-headed thing, so that's the full spread with Microsoft. Sees EPS. Do they just have earnings? Did they just do earnings?
Dude,
Microsoft. I'm asking, dude. They Q4 forward guidance up. Oh, got it. Okay, never mind. So they just released guidance. So yeah, so they see revenue 51.94 billion. Sees additional 460.
we manage my attention.
Hey, I do.
Buy puts on board. Where can I find a working Discord link? Damn, I didn't know that shit wasn't working. Nobody tells me that they're struggling. You gotta tell me. You gotta say these things. I'll fix them. All right, let's see. We had fight night yesterday. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Wait, the YouTube doesn't work? What the fuck? I'm live right now. I'm gonna tweet it out on Twitter. Go to my Twitter. I'll tweet the link right now.
Ready? It's only 30 said. TikTok type of no.
Bro, you got, hey, I just, do you think you got Lino?
Oh yeah.
It was good.
But with that, we can go kiss my ass.
He can't speak about the entire. He can talk about Tesla or EVs or like his sector, but don't talk about innovation in places where you're not there. You know, like when's the last time someone put out a good product that works from home? Like, pretty sure the most of the like digital online products that you've seen over the last 6 months have come from people working at home. So, um, yeah. No, you're okay. That's fine. I know what you mean.
But he said it in a different tweet too. And I was going to say, for somebody who's very forward thinking and innovative, you sure don't seem like it.
I think he.
You're changing.
I think he. I think he's detached from
Yeah.
like what reality is like for everybody. Like he just doesn't.
No, that's right. I think it's like the position he was in. He was like working this.
Yeah. When you got a
Yeah.
$1 billion subsidy from the government, must have been tough. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Sorry. I was up late last night roasting Martin Shkreli, whatever that garbage human. He's a lot. Yeah, he's had a lot. He's like paying for friends on Twitter. Like he's promoting his own Twitter, but he was live on a TikTok, dude. It was him too. And I actually, dude, I was roasting him alive. Like I had no reason to, but other than that he's a terrible human being, who raised prices of a cancer drug from $17 to over thousands of dollars for shareholders' interest. Huh? It was AIDS. That's right. Yeah, I think it was. He has a TikTok. Yeah, he's about to leak the Wu Tang record. Just in case, FYI, he's going to release them as NFTs. Yeah, they are. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start. I can show you the tweets, dude. He tweeted it this morning. He was talking about like, fuck it, I'm gonna release these as like NFTs. I'm like, dude, you read too many books about NFTs in prison, man. You need to calm down. Although that's a good idea. Thoughts on user? I I don't even know how to answer that question. What does that mean? Is that a crypto? Oh, I have no idea, dude. If it's a crypto, just you're better off going in your closet, closing the door where it's dark, and asking somebody in there because you're gonna get a better answer. I have no idea. Sounds like a scam though. All right, guys, we have a few minutes before the bell. Take a deep breath. Make sure you have your levels marked out. Make sure you know what the overall structure is on the higher time frames and the levels on the lower. And make sure that you're not deviating from your strategy. If you're not a scalper, Manny's not even here today.
Yeah.
He's gone. But no, no, it's okay, man. I I'm constantly most of the thoughts that I share with people are just me narrating my thoughts in third person. So, so I can say for a fact that before trading live, I didn't talk to myself like alone, but like now I'll like out loud, like audibly be like, "That was stupid. You're an idiot," and like or something like that. You know, like yeah. Somebody somebody af somebody actually asked me about chicken nuggets this morning on how they were like, what if I want to go buy 6 chicken nuggets um and I only want to eat five, and so I told them they could take an option out on their nuggets for like three nuggets, and then you exercise that at a later time. No, it's only a option contract. They drop them fresh when you need them, when you exercise your nuggets. I can't believe it's what the real sentence over it. Exercise your nuggets. I've said that in my life, in my existence. Can you imagine? I can imagine you whispering short China, like picking up products on the shelf and being like, "Not short this short China." You know how I'll scare people? You know how I know people will know that I lost it if I come back as like a China bull off of like a 2 week vacation. They'd be like, "Bottle got him." Chewy's up against resistance. It needs to break about $28. Sorry. Microsoft below 263.65. If you're looking at Microsoft, that's the level to watch. Good God.
I'm not Googling.
Oh my God. I had a friend ask me how option works, and the first thing he said after is told him, dude, I'm buying puts on my life. I think I talk about, in fact, I have now gotten to the place where I will to the everyday people be like, they'll be like, man, this cash register doesn't work, and I'll just be like, short cash registers, and they're like if you think about that sentence, like from just somebody who had no idea, they're just like, what? Like short cash registers. So, but I do that. I do that probably more than anything else. Yeah, like I the last time I did that was in the grocery store, and I said short apples out loud. I was on the phone, but I like most of the apples were gone, and my son does not eat anything but like Honey Crisp, so, so I was like short apples.
For stream pool.
Shit. What to do? What to do? What to do? Find out.
Am I watching?
Yeah.
Yo, Tesla, what about it? Very quick question. What play would you be looking at in Facebook? I'm not until levels are cleared. So below 185. Dude, where's it at? Oh, it's right there. It's perfect. Dude, that means don't short it, dude. It failed to support. It failed to support. It will bounce. It will. I don't know how hard, but like it should. It should give you a bounce, maybe up to like 267. Watch for weakness there. Thanks, Emily. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 260 even could be where we see the final resting place. Um,
On the average, I think from
watch Facebook below 287.50. Sorry, go ahead, man. Oh, yeah, 187.50. What the fuck? You're gonna be waiting a long time for that short.
and we trade from Microsoft into that 263 level, we can trade it for the massive the massive.
Bro, they only the billions.
That they only did a million, it's the amount of over leverage piece of this.
Peak MOB, man.
Yeah.
Right. I really don't know, man. I don't know when you entered. I don't know how much risk of that is yours, but the market is showing, pullbacks. If your expiration is June 10th, I would say that Apple below 147.31, you've got support right there. It's actually marked out by your 200-day EMA. It's 145.90. Rivian? Rivian? If you're in Rivian, and I know I didn't take a short yesterday, but if you're in Rivian, that's a nice gap down.
Hey, be patient, guys, especially on Facebook going short. That might Microsoft is not released. It's just dropping.
Yeah, it's just dropping. It's going to go straight to 261.
Slide short.
Got in.
Grab some Facebook. Let's see what it does.
I'm out. Wow. That was hotkeys right there. I couldn't even signal that. I just entered and exited Microsoft on that pullback. Dang.
There's the money on the side.
Oh, don't chase that yet. No, I think it still goes
Like,
261.
it's diverging and the few are dropping.
Look at Apple. Apple's let them go to their supports. Let Apple go to support first before you. I mean, it's in this channel. It can give us a break. Apple below 145.11 is money. I like that a lot, and I like Apple down to possibly around 141. Microsoft. Yeesh.
Up 15%.
260.94. Rivian. Facebook's being dumb. I'm taking guys, I'm gonna take a Nvidia. I gotta scalp this one unfortunately because I don't really see a day trade on that one, but I'm looking to take Nvidia down really quickly.
Guys, I'm turning SPY here.
180 puts for this week. Looking for 179. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those now. Stop loss for me, I'm scalping right now, is just gonna be above that 185.20. Filled at 243.
I put Facebook. I didn't know that was trading versus. I would. Oh my god, I have the thoughts.
All right, guys, 50% on SPY. I'm out. Excuse me.
I entered Nvidia on the bounce, so it's already given us a really crazy retest up to 284, so I'm thinking shorts are still present here. God damn weeklies. Immediately when I entered that, the words max pain just went through my brain. And I feel like they might keep things a little bit range bound today.
Guys, I hope nobody's in Facebook. I put that shit. Just letting you guys know. I think I saw the thing where keep that thing down. I wanted it.
Yeah, if you're following Manny, make sure you follow Manny. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these two. I'm out. Small loss. I'll wait. I'll re-enter. Small loss.
Nice Facebook divergence. What the hell?
It fell too hard, dude. Everything went straight to support, like in pre-market. So yeah, so the first initial move to be expected was to be a bounce or some sort. Nvidia, if Nvidia does move to the upside, and again, I got out of my shorts. So if you're taking something because I took it, don't take over. Again, don't take over. I just tried to enter a scalp. It was quick. I entered lightly. I cut for a minimal loss. There's no reason, nothing left here. I'm now going back into trying to see what the next move is. So Microsoft or excuse me, Nvidia looks like it wants to go and hit resistance at 187.75 first. Yeah, I would go ahead and just cool people's jets right now if you're looking to get into something. Things have made impulse moves and then sat already in the first 5-minute game.
Yeah,
Max Payne. So if you're listening, right, like we have, if you think about it, we have actually, and I'll go look up what it is, but we have actually seen some extended up and downside. And so to reel that in, I wonder towards the end of the week, and keep remember I talked about Tesla having the gap fill. So like all of those things, like we could just simply set up. Tesla's actually bouncing perfect off of my support there, going for the gap fill to the upside. Watch Tesla up to 760.
Didn't even really come back.
Here, look, Atlas. Yep. Yeah, that could be well, let the candle close right there. If it closes underneath 94.40 or 94.30, I would say watch for a rejection flush down. So,
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, I if you look at what I made yesterday on Facebook, excuse me,
I'm gonna get back in this. real light, I'm not gonna get any of the last degree. And I would maybe see if I could leave the couple over brand.
Holy shit, Twitter.
Peter stop loss is tight. Please get ready to. So what?
Twitter below 38.85. It is at support right now. You know what? I think I see what's about to happen here. We're setting up, everybody.
Everything is hot by everywhere. So.
Perfect. I got it. Got the cues. Nice. Okay. Check out this Q chart. So we got the gap above us. Do you see all that space that we can chop in? Look at all of that space. We could move up. If we move up and fill that gap and even tap 306, I'd say the rest of the day is going to be a doo-doo fest. What's the difference between yesterday's open and today's open, right? Feel it out. What about Baba? There's nothing there on Baba right now. It would have to get above $95 with the first immediate target of 95.65. What's it doing?
It's whipping, but it's probably balance if it holds it. It's holding that 2400 level.
How's my stomach feeling? Right now? It's not that great. You come to me on a day that my tummy hurts so much. Oh my god. It's a trap. Just be patient. I don't care if it's a trap or not, because I'm not gonna include myself in it. I just hopped into a scalp, popped out of a scalp. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it. There's no reason to rush. Oh shit. Oh god, I dropped TikTok. That's alright. I was okay when I was born, so you guys will be okay. Did I have to get my appendix taken out? No, I was just being a wuss. Felt like I had a hole in my stomach. The video should go up to 187.75 if it clears. If you guys looking at this chart here, left-hand corner, right here, obvious wall of sellers at 185.60. Above that, your downtrend is right at there at 187. I haven't looked at it this morning. There's none on the watch list. Nice. Looks great. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Looks like you got a gap fill to 35.95.
The second 5-minute volume is worse than first.
I have to get chips are looking good. What are you talking about, chips?
Tesla's trying to build now, but I feel like it's so risky to take Tesla right now off of build.
I kind of want to, yeah. I kind of want to take NVIDIA right now back up instead.
Tesla bounce, that 726 was when I told you guys earlier, that was the 5-day evening on the daily. That was a decent bounce, but right now chasing it, that's what you're doing. You're chasing it.
He means AMD and NVIDIA. Sorry, I know somebody asked for Coke and I typed in NVIDIA. Sorry. I had something on my mind. Coke looks like it's got an hourly bear flag and it's got a gap to fill at $61. So is NVIDIA. I'm thinking about doing it right now. 187.50s or 190s. 190s right over there. The 200-day moving average on the hourly is what we're up against right now. I feel like I could walk away right now and come back at the end of the day or like the middle of the day, and things are likely going to look the exact same way as they do right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have that. Literally, look at this 15. God, yeah. The signs are clear. Look at this 15-minute candle. Look at the. Sorry. Wow. I'm really sorry. Look at the 15-minute candle and the volume involved. It's making me burp. You're all over NVIDIA long? Good. If you have a good expiration, I do not think that weeklies are friends today. So if you have next week's 188 or 188.31 or 175.75, so or 187.75, sorry. Yeah, June 17th is fine. So I mean, like right now, right, with expiration, you really wouldn't have. You could just set a solid stop, um, and go from there. You have cleared. Look at the video right there, 185.75. But again, you just have to be. What gives me confidence when I enter something? I don't want to enter this right there because I don't see much room for profit, and I'm not going to take a position hoping that it goes further. Right? I want to see that it has room to go. I don't see that. I see a room up to 188.37. Some people will impulsively take that, knowing that they can't make anything on it. So, what'd you say?
Ask to accept it. Sorry, it's just I'm not muted. I'm talking to my friend.
Yo, can I get that axe? That's from that game show where the kids um, run inside of the fake mountain that talks to them. I am in cash right now and extremely comfortable. I'm not. Nope, can't make me do it. Those kids sounded like they smoked something. We talking about the dudes who started that show were smoking something. Nvidia's holding up, guys. There's no volume on these uptrends. Apple's literally holding like the most random doji in the middle of nowhere. So I think we'll get a slow roll up for the gap fill, but I don't see. Here's your downtrend on Apple, and here is support.
Sorry, man. I was trading Tesla, but I was up in trading. I was looking at it. But that was a nice. I bought 740 at the 735. Nice fight for me.
There's your Nvidia. So if you're holding with good expiration, weeklies are getting ripped to shreds right now. But if you have good expiration, you're doing a good job. Again, I would rather see a setup break. I'm not playing inside of the setup. So 200-day moving average, we have 46 minutes for this hourly candle to close. So while it may look good right now, I'm going to be focused more on the 15 to see where that closes, where it looks as if it's going to certainly close above 185.65 and then give you a resistance hit. I'll be generous and say 188.42, I guess. So if you take a Nvidia, I'm making the decision right now for myself to just stay in cash, just for a moment. I don't see anything that's tempting me. So trust me, I want to trade. If anybody's thinking that I don't, I want to take something so bad, but discipline, delayed gratification, or delayed losses. Let's see. I'm just kidding. I'll advise anybody who's like if you're in it, then I'm watching Nvidia right now. So if you're in it, I'll let you know if I see something that's possibly going to reverse. But do we get Square all the way up for a retest 8660? Okay, that is what we talked about. Everybody, look at the volume on Nvidia is actually holding strong now, a little bit better, but you're not seeing that represented on the chart. You need to go ahead and push a new high. There you go. That's better. So Rivian, right? Rivian above 30.90 or $31 is, don't get blinded by the thesis of this being short, okay? It doesn't matter what I think. It can still, and we have already mapped it out to potentially go higher. So if you're in it, it doesn't look like the time to take it now, but above 31.60 and really the previous highs, you could absolutely see a run into the $35. So I'm still thinking that we see green next week. All right, Nvidia plunger, I'll take that with you. I got nothing better to do. How many did you get? Just one? Give me two. Give me two. Let me pump plungers contracts. Good job, everybody. Exercising self-control. It doesn't look cool, but it is cool.
Sorry, I've been fired. I'm gonna live.
What does IG mean? Can someone tell me? I'm old.
Instagram.
What?
Instagram.
I know that, but we'll see IG. People say that in sentences. Oh my God, it's so obvious. Never mind.
People say, I guess, as an IG. No, bro.
Okay, you're young, so never mind. It's not me.
If I told me IG, I want to do that on Instagram.
I
Oh, well, I don't know IG. I'm like, I don't know Instagram.
my son tells me that when I'm not saying like when like I'm fibbing to him, my son literally be like, "That's cat." I'm like, "That's what's up." It's a Gen Z thing. I think that's another Gen. I don't know. I'm not reading that. You wanted me to read that. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not reading that. You can't trap me. My son is cool. He's a cool kid. He's way cooler than I was. His friends in school and stuff.
The reason why is because of the trade, it keeps getting bought up anytime it retests the previous support.
Mania,
Hey, like the bids right now, for example, 745 is bidding 1,200 shares.
I think it's impossible for Tesla not to go touch 759.26 right now, Manny. Not right now, but like it like almost seems like it's going to. Unless I'm seeing something that's not there. Oh, maybe I am. Maybe Manny. Don't quote me on that actually. I don't know. TOS tape, wish it showed more. Yep. Do you have the self-control to recognize what you see in front of you and make the right decision? That's what's happening right now. Can you afford to be into something? Is that okay with you? Do you see something clearly? Is the risk to reward there? I see none of those things yet. I see thoughts, right? I see setups maybe setting up, but I don't see my entry yet. So, and again, that's just having self-control, delayed gratification here. Hope what the fuck is happening on that? Netflix is ripping. Do they got news? They got an outperform. We've got price target downgrades on Netflix today, but I mean they're higher than what the current price is. Damn. That wasn't on the watch list. I don't have a setup for it. If you're into Nvidia though, you're making your way slowly to that resistance. I'm still almost positive that you'll see 188.60. So if you're in that one, it's good. So yes, Facebook is pumping. It's not my play. Doesn't have a solid setup for me to go to. I'm just waiting. Scalpers, right? If you're scalping, maybe, but I'm not scalping right now. I would like to execute a day trade like we did yesterday, right? Did it go? Did it do it?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, you're.
But dude, I'm talking like, you know what's the nice thing about Tesla? I don't never seen a hit, and then it jumps $2.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's Tesla for you. Oh wow. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I don't see. Microsoft has a gap fill maybe up to 268.32. It's got good volume, but things like this can reverse on a dime. when you're floating in space. I don't see much strength. I see a lot of fight. Tesla's doing exactly. Yeah, look at Tesla 755. Out of NVIDIA 2K. Amazing, dude. Great job if you took NVIDIA.
I hope so. Yo, hey, this guy just asked me, how do I realize this is 755? Bro, I know. I just know.
We know Elon. Don't worry about it. Not kidding. Teach him. See, there it is, 755. This is the third tap of resistance. We can break up. I don't want to break up. Tesla. You know you got 5 straight green candles right now? Jesus. Yeah, but it's all moving in slow motion. That's the crazy part. Stop. Nope. Turtlicious. Nope. Stop it. Nope. Wipe that from your brain. Delete it. Delete it. You never said it. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. Stop it. Uber looks just fine, dude. Uber looks absolute. There's no. Who missed what? What makes you feel that you missed it? Stuck to the plan and the plan paid. Took short NVIDIA for a 750 loss. Had the balls to go long and get paid. There you go, Rod. That's why you shake off. A lot of people would have got stuck on the loss and done. You took it back up. Boom. I would say TradeStation or not Trade. Thinkorswim is one of the better paper trading platforms. And people are gonna know. You know, your fills are gonna be stupid. So, Turtlicious, dude, are you kidding me, homie? Why are you watching 1 minute with a $200 account? Do you want your blood pressure to come through your veins into the physical world? Oh my God, Turtlicious, that was a good one. I can laugh at that joke. Is he not on live? Turtlicious. Okay, you are. I just wanted to make sure I was yelling at you. Yeah, buddy, dude, stop looking at the 1 minute, man. I'm telling you, your future is behind the 1 minute. It's in the 15 and the hourly. That's where your future is. Like there's zero reason, right? I'm looking at the hourly right now. This shit looks sick. This looks dope, dude. You're likely gonna go to 2380. That's not a lot of room for cash for me, but just looking at the chart, you gotta zoom out, man. If you're too zoomed in, zoom out. What's 1994? I'm an iPad kid. Kenneth, amazing, man. Nice job. Don't be afraid to sit. Yeah, if somebody else is making money, do not let that influence your plan. Okay, you're your own person, and you made if you made money yesterday, you made money before that. That's great, right? That's their day. Don't worry about that. Shake it off. You have days where you win, and people watch you win, and it makes them feel the same way. So cut it out. Bro, how am I supposed to trade this morning when it goes so fast with crazy spreads? Your answer is in the question. You can't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to. It's hard to do things like that, especially. I don't know if you guys remember, it happened so fast. I scalped Microsoft with my hotkeys and Manny style. Like I literally just I've got my 10 button, 10, and then 10. Like I just in and out, and I made like $400. So like I'm just chilling. I don't see anything else, but and I got out really quickly. Like that was around like
On top, Gary. On top,
okay, hold on. Holy shit! Look at that man. Look at it.
I love this not. I don't like it. I hate this thing. I love this not.
You don't hate him. You just have to hate him. Do your buttons sell market? Oh yeah, I got market sells on those fuckers. Excuse my language, sorry. Putin treated for cancer in April, U.S. intelligence. Why'd they give him cancer? Oh, sorry. That's a joke. That reminds me that one of my favorite jokes is, why did people build ruins?
Next article, Donald Deku. Bro, look at that.
Hey, Turtlicious, what are you doing right now, dude?
Bro.
Nice. Daddy's tiny feet. Good job, buddy. You're watching 5 different stocks. Okay, which ones are they? He and I were looking for our dads. Have you not been following the Turtlicious lore? Well, I got 23andMe proof. I don't know who my dad is either. We can start a whole new Discord. What do you say? AAL, Apple, Uber, Bank of America, and X. Discord chats. What is my cut my losses short?
Watch list that Facebook reject at 192. Because it hit. Like,
So cutting my losses is just like it is. So like if something is going to my stop loss, like let's say I decided to enter Nvidia at 186, okay, which is not a good entry. Moves to the upside, and by the way, Nvidia just hit 188.15. Okay, but let's say you entered right there, and it immediately reverses on you. At some point, right, your stop loss is going to get triggered, or you're going to go red. And so, like, if you're cutting your losses or there, that's going to be what that means. So, obviously, taking a loss. JD, I don't see anything, guys. Everything is moving. Oh, that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm about to fire up the China engines. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, we'll take one little trade, I think. That one looks good. Right there, 55.63. So I think I got the wrong JD. Oh no, there it is. Oh my God, those options are bonkers. Dividends. Dividends. Wow. I'll go with 55.76, I guess. Light entry here, okay? Like about as light as fuck it, actually I'll just wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not even gonna enter. I'll wait. We got 55.65. There's no reason to enter now. I'll wait. I'll full screen it. We'll go after it once it goes. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, listen. Yeah, if you're in with me, you know, or if you've already gotten in, which I have not. I'm not entered. I'm just narrating myself. So
the reason why it bounced down 747, 46 is because we have a pivot point at 747, 76.
that's also your point. That's your point of control too, as well.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, regardless, let's let it break, make a new high, and we'll look to buy dips. Just a heads up, I don't like how SPY looks. SPY looks disgusting. The cues look disgusting.
All right,
That was the winning loser today. So be
y'all,
careful if you're gonna buy any dips.
y'all ready? Y'all ready for a new rule? If I don't buy it until I like, if you're following me, like I'm narrating my thought process, right? So I'm like, okay, let me look at the strikes. I'm looking at the strikes. I'm looking at the setup, and I've decided obviously to wait on JD. I didn't like this candle close here, so I want to just give it another second and before I end up taking this position. So people who are getting eager and trying to just jump into it, you're gonna end up, you know, what if I change my mind? You know, and I literally dealt with that yesterday. So Tesla is breaking resistance. It's doing it.
I want to wait for.
It's 761.77. Manny is a next one that
It breaks out of here. It's breaking that bull flag on the hourly.
yeah, yeah, that's the same thing with Nvidia. Nvidia would be breaking a hourly flag cup and handle type setup, and then we would be looking at targets around the 193 to even $200 level. Because next week I said I still think of green, but this hourly candle on Nvidia has engulfed all of yesterday's losses. Don't go chase.
No, I have people like they had 760. Look at that order that keeps popping up. Look at that. Look at that order. Look at that. 6,000, 5,000. It's a bunch of shares at 760. They're selling that price. You gotta let it break and hold, right? And then you can assume
Guys, I can't do much like deviating from the watch list that I'm already looking at right now. So if you guys are wanting me to like chart your stocks like full on, outside of the Discord, you know, like that's going to be a little bit tough to do. But you're at support. Peloton is at support. It's got a bilateral triangle on the daily. I'll post it on the Twitter. Go to my Twitter if you want the image.
760.
Yeah, I see that too, Manny.
They didn't fill. Those orders are not printed on the level 2. Those were smooth orders.
Watch 190 on Nvidia.
Look, Tesla can't clear 760 on the bid. Tesla needs to clear 760 on the bids to promote that bigger than that. Is it gonna go by line? When the app gets above your resistance, the bids need to follow it. The bids don't follow, forget it. You're chasing a waterfall.
I'm not taking anything. I know this is tempting for everybody, but I'm not. You buy options fast? Are you just going to target strikes or watching Greeks too? Are you what? Are you going to target strikes or watching Greeks too? Both? I mean, yeah, both. There's JD. If you're watching JD with me, I'm gonna go ahead and fill at the end of that wick, 55.60, okay? 55.65, excuse me. That wick right there on my chart. So if you're on YouTube, I don't even know what that is. What is Wealth Simple? What is that? Nvidia volume tanked 100% right when you got to resistance. That's a good eye. Good eye. SQ has resistance around 86.88.
Come on, Tesla, show me 755. We got tape, man.
No, you didn't, dude. I'll tell you right now, you didn't.
There we go. Show me the mates.
You did. I guess I made 85K doing that. Are we close to a put entry on Facebook? Yeah, we're up against below riskier 189.88 is still the level to watch for. All right, don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna grab. I'm early entering, just lightly into JD. If you, I'm not using weeklies. I'm going June 10th, right outside of the money. June 10th, right outside of the money, 55.76. I don't really like these options that much, so I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, whoa, 50.
Why are these like that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Wealth Simple is the most garbage exchange out there. I don't know if I made 85K shorting Bitcoin, I probably wouldn't be on TikTok commenting on random people's pages to just let them know that you did that. I don't know. Congrats though, if you did. But I just
There
don't
we go.
believe you.
There we go. That was easy.
All right, cutting the JD might end up bouncing here. You're not going to see anything bad happen. You might lose like $3. I'm in one, so I'm not changing anything right now. Facebook is curling up.
Sorry.
You're fine, man.
You guys bounced on 755, $15,000. Sorry, 15,000 shares bidding at that level. I would take that with my eyes closed.
There goes the 190.10 for NVIDIA. Watch this. Let's see if we reject. Everything is happening on a really slow run up here. He must have put up $1 million and took 8.5%. There you go.
No, we need that 760 right here.
I don't know about 85K, dude. Tweet that to me. If you made 85K, let me see it. That's astronomical. I feel like I feel like it would just be bad to just believe that, on the premise. Short Bitcoin though. I mean that's as about as American as it gets, No, Turtlicious, do not get into JD. No. No, 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 no. I grab an early entry that loses me $10. You have a small account that doesn't need to lose $10. So I can cut JD right here, right? For a $18 loss, which is nothing, right? And just re-enter. I'm gonna hang on to it though. It's doing really well. It's actually holding up under pressure really well. I like this. I like the premiums right now. Baba up against resistance. Oh, would you look at that, Facebook? Oh, would you look at that, NVIDIA? You're moving like pond water. Hmm. Human music. I love this song. Asana actually has an inverse head and shoulders, but unfortunately, due to market conditions, it's not holding up very well. I'm gonna go ahead.
I know this is my bad. I mean, Gary, can you send me to therapy on this trading lower?
What the fuck? What happened, dude? What? What? Well, Manny's a scalper, and people who don't know what Manny's doing are like, it doesn't make sense to them, dude. It literally doesn't compute. Scalping. Human music. Who said scalpers are bottom feeders yesterday?
Facebook was a total flop. I should have never.
I'm gonna go. At this break, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So above 56.30, I'll cut that contract on JD. It's a early entry, and I'm gonna lose maybe $23 on it. Not worried about it. All right, I'll go ahead and cut it. Once it closes this candle here, 1 minute and 37 seconds. Do I think Lulu will break 300 today? I don't know. I don't really. Today feels like one of those days where just not getting. There's no conviction behind these moves. I think is kind of what I'm feeling out, but I don't see a lot of conviction. I am watching NVIDIA. I'm watching Facebook. I just tried to go short JD. I've lost $24 right now, on an early entry, so I'm like not even really in a position. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, I guess, now here. All right, I'm out of JD, guys. I lost money on that one. I lost like 28 bucks.
The 750 break on Tesla, we're getting it right now. Wait for this. And possible continuation. As 5 breaks final day, Tesla's gonna rip to 770. Bro, I don't want to trade no more. All right?
I don't want to trade either. I want to sell premiums.
I don't like trading out.
Watch 190.50 on the video. Look at the volume. Gross. How about Baba puts? If I just cut my JD puts, yeah, no, Baba's gonna rip. And Baba did. Baba just retested my trend line and it's moving up to my point of control, which is 96 bucks. Guys, there is for what we did yesterday, reflect. Reflect back right now and think about the trade that we took yesterday. Is that available right now? At this point in time, with the duration that we've already been sitting and watching, we were already done with that first initial trade. The movement is different, the trajectory and volatility is different. So recognize that. And that's one of the reasons I'm not taking anything right now is because I can't, and nor do I see that type of move happening on this low volume. I can be wrong and could be wrong, but I want to see something hold. I want to see these. So while my dynamic patterns, and a lot of the times, on low volume, what is the one thing that can break a pattern? Low volume. So that's the one thing where you might see NVIDIA breaking here. But what's really important when you're looking at volume, right? Key levels. That's 190.50 and 190.61. So keep that in mind. I'm not gonna. I'm about to walk away, with like a couple $100 from Microsoft, and just wait. You're right about Baba. So, and this is the hard part for some people is they see that, like, let's say Manny's making money, right? He's able to take advantage of some of these moves, quick in and out. For me, I'm looking for something specific. So, like, I can't let someone else's like money making or their strategy cause me to feel FOMO and feel like I'm missing a move. When in actuality, if I was sitting by myself and not hearing anybody, or not knowing that anybody, I would just be watching, right? And I would still be feeling the same thing. Wow, this is really, really slow. Wow, this is really, really done on like, kind of like there's no umph behind these moves. So you made $2, dude. Let's go. How can a stock move without volume? Algorithms. It used to be the Fed. You remember, Manny, when we would literally get a news article that'd be like death toll rises to like 100K, and the market was like, I like that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my.
Yeah, human music. I like that.
What do we got? All right, we got 20 seconds. So last trade of the day. Let's watch that 760 hold. Last trade of the day. One more, and I know I'm like one step away from this. As you know, we will get off.
JD is going to break resistance. JD above 50. If you want to take it, JD closed that candle strongly, but still is up against its point of control. JD above 56.85, and you could see a JD around 58 bucks. But I'm not taking it. Again, I want my trade. I want my volume. I want it now. I just, yeah, I gotta stick to my guns.
All right, well, Tesla, I'm not
What is the best way to read volume? Manny, would you say? I'd say it's the tape if you can put them together. That's always like if you're looking at volume and then looking at the tape, that's like the holy trinity for me. I'm back and forth on it.
Yeah,
So like, dude, and I'm gonna sound like a weirdo, but whatever I am. So like the teardrop candles, like when I watch the tape and watch volume, like in my mind, I'm like visually like almost seeing like a not like a literal like teardrop candle, but that's how I interpret it. Like that's how I like see like what's going on in the candle, you know. So I don't want to sound like a savant or something. I'm not like literally building candles in my brain, you know, bro. That's shut up, Parallax. Sometimes I don't even know if I'm going off the wall or something. Nvidia is breaking my key level, and man, I don't want to take something on a green candle like that. I don't want to buy something. Where's Nvidia's upside target right now? It's 193.50 to the upside, and there's a gap to fill up there all the way at 201.
don't read that. I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing right there. What Manny just said. No retest, so no chasing, because then you're gonna get caught in that retest. There's no. I'm talking to my Discord. I have a Discord, so yeah, this is Trading View. Yeah, this is. Why would you? Why are you saying that?
there you're going against the trend, right? If you're going to short Tesla right now, you're going against the trend that's putting.
What do we not do? We don't we don't try and go long short support. We don't try and long resistance. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, dude, everybody. Oh, so everybody who let those candles change their mind and take a break, like that is exactly what I cannot do. And like even just looking at my contracts, I'm like, dude, these even the volume on the contracts is too low. I'd rather miss out on a day like this, y'all. I literally could just not care. I could care less about a day like this. I just come back another day.
yo, I'm on to the gym, bro. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, on Friday?
Yeah, tomorrow could be fun. Tomorrow could be fun if we do more of this bullshit. Tomorrow could be fun. Nvidia's okay. Nvidia needs to close a candle, but again, I'd rather miss it. You know what I mean? And you know, most people are gonna not want to like, you know, for those of you guys watching, um, if if somebody's forcing a trade and it ends up working out for them and they weren't sure, like, you know, recognize that, but don't FOMO into it. So who the fuck is that guy? Hit some Google traps today. Yeah, those of you trading on your own, scalpers probably did really good, but yo, bid, well, that is a weird give. I saw. All right, brother. Have fun at the gym. Oh, I'm not leaving. No. Wait, what'd you say? Is what? Tomorrow. Ayo's birthday's tomorrow. Oh, dude, he's obsessed with the Moon Knight and anything. If you see anything for Moon Knight, pre-orders, dude, it's impossible. And one of the Moon Knight figurines, throw a number out there. Just throw a number, any number. Just an action figure from Marvel, Moon Knight. Take a wild guess. I did sell them. $2,464 for this damn figurine. Yeah, homie. As soon as that stupid show came, I mean, not stupid, the show was sick, but as soon as that show came out, whew, they raised the ask. I did. All right, brother. Peace. Thank you.
All right, have a good day, bro. Good night, guys. Have a good game. Don't chase market maker teams.
Parallax, why'd you do that? Why did you cut?
Now, that is why you're figured out.
Yeah. Thoughts on Rivian? Fundamentally, I'm still short, but I still don't see it has moved up. everything is happening in slow motion. I still think that it might hit the 3170, maybe 3170 at the highest. But I think that what's happening today is building up for whoa, sorry, that's the second time today. Building up for the second time, or for Friday and Monday. So I am really sorry, guys. I know it's not that big of a deal, but just try not to be burping all wide and shit. 100 point move back in a few seconds, right? So by just not letting those things tempt us, you either were in here and you took it here, but there was nothing else, and therefore not participating. So there is the possibility, right? Those of you on TikTok, that today just isn't the day to trade, right? And that's the one thing, the universal struggle of all new traders. It's the same thing, always. Big Stepper, if you take Facebook, I'll take whatever you take. Let me know. You in your seat? Hold on, let me see. Did you signal anything yet? Facebook below 190. Okay. I'll take it if you take it. I'll scalp with you, I guess. But yikes, NVIDIA. Bro, I felt like a beginner this morning. And you know what? Maybe I should just like not even look at the charts right now. Maybe I should read what I read last night about our strategies going through drawdowns. And this doesn't always happen in a weekly or monthly. Like sometimes it can happen overnight. You can change trends overnight. You can cycle into a different kind of market overnight. So, yeah, if you guys want me to read about strategy drawdowns, again, we can go through that. So right now I don't see any trades, and so hopefully maybe I'm not going to take anything unless, and maybe if Big Stepper takes Facebook, I might take Facebook, but other than that, I'm not. There's nothing here for me, and I'm happy with not trading. So yes, I'm logging out of TOS. This is weird. Yeah, do it. Yes, that's discipline. That's discipline and should be rewarded. Go drink something that you like. I don't know. Do we want to get a vote? Anybody in the chat want me to go over these strategy drawdowns? Cash is a position. It is. Thoughts on CSCO? My current sentiment is Scooby-Doo laughed. I can't do this laugh. I used to be when I was a kid. But my Shaggy impression is kind of scary. Oh my god. Damn. What happened to Paramount? Gap fill to the downside, homie. I'm not trading this, but that looks awful. My god. Watch out for a hidden support, but doinks. Doinks. No. I'm drinking a Capri Sun and calling it a day. You're about to be at the bathroom, dude. I don't know. Do you guys want me to go over these? There's Facebook. Set my whole ribbon. Maybe people like that around big money. Well, listen, you boring dude. But let me know. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat, and if we slow down, I'll go over that. I'll go over these rules. I think this is imperative. That I think you have to hear it. So if you don't want to hear it now, I'm probably gonna force you to hear it later. If you follow me, so. Holy cannoli! Daily candles verified broken downtrends on the daily. Right now, I wouldn't even say that. Great. I'll go ahead and. I'm in with Big Stepper. Big Step. Are you? Big Step hasn't taken it, I don't think. Are you in? Are you in Facebook? Big Step? I'm going to follow Big Step signals, so Not. It's not going to play 190 puts or 187.50s. Stepdad is his name, actually. Yeah, I saw that, and I agree. SPY needs to lose that level because it needs to fall in order to get Facebook to fall as well. So, all right. Well, if you guys are up for, I'm gonna just keep watching. I'll break off if anything happens, but I'm gonna go ahead and just break into this. Okay. I'm gonna read it really quickly. I'm not gonna like make it a whole thing, but I do think it's important to hear. And right now, like, if you're scalping, do your thing. If you're day trading, do your thing. But this is just worth hearing. So if you're a new trader, you want to improve, you want to have perspective in order to make positive change or do the right thing in the situations, this can give you that look. So or that overview. So Facebook's going for a retest bounce, and again, I agree with Big Stepper. So I pay for what? I eat crayons. What does that comment? Yeah, don't force trades. All right, so and this is a great day to do it. So if you have a strategy, it's gonna fail. All right, so that's the number one thing. It was going to fail at some point. It's not going to work, and we're going to talk about why that is. Facebook is rejecting that point of control. I've got my finger on the trigger right now. Hotkeys are up, right next to the screen I'm reading from. I'm in with step, so make a pull up SPY. No, I'm not trading from TradingView. Just looking at the charts. Ooh, SPY is too close, dude. I don't know if I like that either, actually. It's a good point. I think I'll pass. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I just made that choice. Okay, so your strategy, whatever your strategy is probably gonna go through a drawdown. It's gonna not work at some point, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you can obviously learn how to survive it. One way that we do that is doing what we did this morning, not trading. Right? That's one thing we do. But let's say start with an idea of what a drawdown is and why don't drawdowns happen. There's an infinite amount of trading strategies and tools that people use in trades to take advantage of specific market conditions. Did you hear that? Trading strategies and tools people use to trade and take advantage of specific market conditions. Some traders are better in trending markets and others, and they trade breakouts. Other traders feel more comfortable in ranging markets where they can trade quick reversals on key levels. The math is simple, right? The trending strategies will have a poor performance on ranging markets, while reversal strategy will have a poor performance on trending markets. Detecting the end and the beginning, or the beginning of the end, of trending cycles and ranging cycles is blurry. And if you know that through experience or you concur with that, you can expect your strategy to fail at some point and no longer work. And that is the beginning of a drawdown. This is true for the best traders in the world. I am live on YouTube and all of this is recorded, yes. The link is in the bio, Simple Stacks Investors. So this is for the best traders in the world. That's for the worst traders in the world. Nobody escapes drawdowns. People build algorithms, computer systems just to try and mediate those drawdowns. The quicker that you accept it, instead of being stubborn, right, like we've seen, the faster that you can learn how to handle it properly. So let's take it, let's start by saying that drawdowns are situations where your strategy experiences a lasting decline in performance, even if you are doing everything correctly. If you're starting out and what you're doing is just not working over and over again, that's not a strategy. It's just whatever you're doing is not working. That's not nothing. That's something to build on or build off of or just restart. So even if you're doing everything perfectly, you can still see a drawdown. Drawdowns happen because strategies are made. This is extremely important. Strategies are made to take advantage of specific anomalies that can be found in part of market cycles. And when the market cycle finishes, and changes, your strategy becomes less accurate, right? It's not your fault. It's just math. It's important to know what the psychological, right? Why didn't you trade while everything was green? Because it wasn't that. I love that question. I love that question because there was no conviction. We were still in range. No key levels have been broken, and I just didn't like it. It's just that simple. I just don't feel comfortable trading, and I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad. I mean, Nvidia could have been a great play, a good play, not a great one, but a good one. With size, if I would have scalped it, it would have gone a little bit slower than what I liked. But I mean, it did provide, and this is exactly so what we did yesterday, where we saw, a major rejection off of resistance, and we were able to play a day trade down. This is not day trading. Okay, that happened at 10:30. So, and it took for it to get there at 10:30 and take that long, just shows me that we have more range trading inbound, with that we're more likely to stay in range. What you're seeing, in my opinion, is you got computers pumping, right? Wallies, and look at the range. Look at the consolidation. So where's your cash need to be? In a place that's safe. If it's not making an investment, you should be a cash. If you don't see something, or if you're not able to, if your strategy does not take advantage of this specific setup or this specific price action, and you don't know how to decipher it, you don't belong there. It's that simple. So it's important to be aware of the psychological drawdowns or consequences of the drawdowns, so you can have a countermeasure for this. So let's take a look at the most common ones. Number one, and you all are going to resonate with these, a decrease in confidence, constant negative thoughts about your system. Talking louder. Fear of entering the next trade. Man, thinking of changing your strategy, deviations from the original plan. Thinking about modifying the risk you are using to cover losses quicker. Who does that sound like? Some people we've seen. Ceasing your trading execution and looking for an entirely new strategy, which happens, but if you have one that's been working, right, and you can track that, which is the most important part of this because it takes work, you can track that, then there's no reason to be looking for a new strategy. You need to learn how to adapt. There's a difference. Yeah, don't trade through it. Don't trade through this. I've been talking for a few minutes here and nothing has happened. We're basically at the same price. If this chart wasn't up, I could care less. Nothing is happening right now, and that's worth my while, my time, or my money. And only things that are worthwhile get those. So, all of these items are main situations that you may start feeling when you go through a drawdown. If you are going through that, it's important that you understand that you are under a delicate emotional state. I want you guys to really hear that, okay? Because we're human beings and we're feeling something. So you are under a delicate emotional state where your confidence is low, and you are so when you're operating on a logical, systematic basis, those emotional, right? You're not leading with emotions. But when you are in an emotional state because you didn't, or those things start happening, you are now prone to make emotional decisions 99% of the time and increase the drawdown. And that can last forever. That can never go away because nobody will stop. Rewind, stop it, and start from scratch. They want what they have started with because it worked once. Sometimes that's all it takes. It worked once and then they're stuck. They can never move from it. And that is not okay because we have to change as humans, as traders, as people. Like, we have to make changes in order to adapt and learn. So the way that we handle drawdowns is having a logical and systematic process in place that instead of emotional ones. Here are some actionable steps to handle drawdowns. Number one, you handle a drawdown by getting ready before they happen, not while they're happening. This is true for almost all disciplines, not only trading. Airplanes have clear plans in case things start going wrong. Instead of figuring out the problem at the moment, pilots go to the manual book, right? Thank God. Use the template for this situation, plus the fact that they've trained for those situations several times in simulations. Hot damn. So, right? How many consecutive losses, stop losses do you have? You have to go into the past. So if you want to understand what a drawdown situation looks like for you, right? Because everything is specific, you must go into the past. And I'm not saying, and this is saying not 3 weeks. You need to go back to when you started. That is the hard work that no one's willing to do, but it's worth doing. And even if it means just going through your brokerages, going through your you could go by month, go look at the green month. Were you green that month? Study that month. Were you red this month? Study that month. Where and I'm going to get into this. You need to go back, need to go as far back as you can in the past to find the exact moment where your strategy is not working as expected. How many consecutive stop losses do I have? 3, 5, 15, 20. How long does this period last until everything gets back on track again? 1 month, 3 months, a year? These are the kind of answers that you're trying to solve. While doing a backtest, you're trying to understand 2 things. First one, does your strategy even have an edge? Is it working? The second one is, how hard will you get hit when things go wrong? I scale in and I scale out for a good reason, right? Because I keep my ass sliding into trades. The way I worded that was terrible, but I'd rather slide into the trade. There's no way for I can come back from that. Slowly, piece by piece, right? Rather than just putting the whole cake out there. Please be careful with crypto investments. Hell yeah, you can be crypto. Dude, that shit's gonna be, you'll be seeing fallen angel all over the world. Number 2, step 2, work on your risk management around the stats of your system. Okay, imagine, and if you're thinking right now, like, okay, well, what if I go back and I don't understand anything that you just said and nothing makes sense? Well, you're gonna find out when you get there. Start doing it. Start going back. If you care about your money and you're not here for anything more, or if you're here for more than just gambling, right? Because if you're just here to gamble, you don't really care about that, right? But and I say that, but there's people who literally learn how to count cards and shit like that. Even gamblers have put more work into it than some people that I've seen on the internet. So the answer again, work on your risk management around the stats of your system. Imagine we reach the following conclusion: I have a system that executes 10 setups per month. The worst case scenario is I have found that this 20 consecutive stop losses during that 2 months. What would I personally assume is that the 20 consecutive stop losses can be 30. So how much capital percentage should I risk on this system so I don't get knocked out? So you're looking at the stats like you would a football recruiter, right? What am I going to get out of this? This individual on my team. You can look at it that way. And how is this strategy? And that's where you can say, okay, well, that shit just doesn't work. Does you entering contracts, staring at the 1 minute, probably not. So, those are all things to think about and to reflect on. The worst case scenario are so how much capital percentage should I risk on the system so I don't get knocked out if the terrible scenario happens? The answer for me would be 1% per setup. Understand the assumption of this unique scenario, I would be down 30%, which is something acceptable compared to the drawdown of conventional investment vehicles like the S&P 500, where we have observed those kind of declines in the last years. The main point is here that you need to adapt the risk you are using on the strategy to the stats of it, to your risk tolerance. So, have you taken any trades today? A few of them. If you guys are on TikTok and you stuck around, I commend you. Not a lot of people do stick around to hear the stuff that they don't want to hear about. Same thing with YouTube. Yeah. But these are things that we need to think about, right? You cannot and you will not be right all the time. And take it from somebody who kind of wants to be, I've been the little accused as a know-it-all, like I like to know stuff. Like I do like to know stuff, and I study a lot because I don't want to be wrong, right? Like I don't want to be wrong when it comes to my money, but the fact of the matter is I'm going to be, and I had to accept that, and it took me a long time to figure that out. So yeah. I thought you said Amazon breaks foo. I don't get called fool all the time. It reminds me of my stepbrother when I used to live in El Paso. He called me fool. Heartwarming. Amazon's in a triangle and a consolidation pattern. Oh man. AMD. Do I think AMD is dude? AMD's going to 106.16. Either today or tomorrow. If it goes tomorrow, I think we're at breath. Hit third time. So inside of this channel on AMD, so this is worth looking at because if you're long on this, it is giving us two different things. So either we are about to pull back on AMD again and then see a rip back up to resistance. I have a feeling this resistance will get hit. But that being said, right now it's holding a bear flag. So hopefully he put his cake out there. I was reading that. Black hole analysis. I needed to take a full week off, 0 trades to break the bad mental cycle. Dude, this is it. How many of you can right now step away from your desk and go find something else to do for an entire week or even a day? This is not the crack to get addicted to. I'm telling you. You have to have self-control. You have to have that self discipline and have that reward system in your brain that is looking at delayed gratification. So yeah, I posted everything that I just read in announcements like a couple of days ago. I'll tag it really quick if you want to go to the Discord and you want to read what I just read from. It is in the announcement page. So listen, I had to go through these things, right? So I say them because I've gone through them. I can tell you that Garrett 3 years ago would have been in 6 or 7 different trades, right? I would say about 4 years ago, because I was definitely turning the corner as far as like self control. But like as of right now, I can't be tempted by or FOMO or even I don't compare myself to anybody because again, there's an infinite amount of strategies that are statistically supposed to take advantage of specific market conditions, and this isn't a market condition that I am comfortable with being in. Right? I could let somebody else influence me to take something that I'm not comfortable taking because they're making money, but that would be because of them, not because I like it, right? So think about that. It's kind of a newbie question, but what would you guys consider low volume and high volume? Well, I mean, the chart, I look at the open, and then, so what I look for is how long the volume at open is held. That's one of the more important things for me is how long is that volume held, because the spike in volume usually is around the same. Now you do see days like this where you have incredible volume at the bell. It doesn't necessarily move the same, but here, look at the difference here. You open up with actually relatively weak volume, but what do? You hold the volume at a steady pace, right? You don't drop down drastically. You hold good solid volume. So I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for, even if it's not the greatest volume, it needs to be consistent. So I'm finna take my kids to the zoo. Do that, dude. Hell yeah, Queen Bree. Enjoy your day. Yeah, I'm about to hop off right now and just a minute and go buy my son's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm gonna go buy him a drum set. I'm gonna build it myself, but Gonna get him a sweet drum. I'm also gonna play it, so I want it to be cool. But I'm gonna go get him a guitar, drum set, and some Moon Knight shit. Tell him, bro, mama said how to. I will. You want me to record it just to see what is it? Because he's gonna be like, what? All right, we'll see what happens. I'll have to do that. Let's see see what he says. All right, so I'll look at a few stocks before I go. Ultimate Kid, his birthday present. Joker, you know what I'm talking. I play drums, so it's of interest to me. Yeah, I play instruments like quite a few, but the drums is what I want in my house. So as soon as he said drum set, like, yeah, yep, sure, immediately, yes. Put the drum set right above his bedroom. I don't have a 2-story house. I've sworn off 2-story houses and 3-story houses forever. You won't ever catch me in a 2-story house. Damn, I haven't been in live for a minute. Missed my dog pod. Oh, what's up, Aaron Arredondo? You know, I think I said this last time. There was a kid in middle school named Aaron Arredondo. Used to beat me up. I didn't like him. Okay. No, that guy. I actually did. I actually know a dude named Aaron Arredondo. And if you're him, I swear. I'm just kidding. Lulu is currently up against what I'm projecting to be a downtrend at the moment. It's just like everything else, kind of like all bundled up underneath it. And this is what we call building. And in these situations, there's no trade for me. So I would say that this space for Lulu, right here in between 194.81 and 187.16 is likely where you'll stay until we make a decision. I've heard of Elliott Wave. Just forget about it. Don't. That's not worth your time and energy. Straight up. Don't. You, resistance gets hit 3 times and support gets hit 3 times. That's what you need to take away. I'm not. I know. Thanks for spending the time or spending to teach. Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, ABCD, that's different, but I'll be doing the Elliott Wave thing, man. Sun Power, that one has an inverse head and shoulders, daily time frame, and it has a daily downtrend starting from these highs, running over these lows. So watch Sun Power, which I believe that Rollman called, right? Rollman's in there. 2137. Maybe just 2075, but it actually looks good. Looks kind of good. Yeah, Sun Power. Where is resistance for Facebook? God. So there's a multitude of different. So right now you're currently up against one, right? 192, and I'm so glad that I'm not trading right now. I'm. There's no trading here for me. I'm really. The self-reward system now for me has been trained where I actually am like excited when I don't make a mistake like this. Like when I don't do some dumb shit and I stick to what I and yeah, again, money could have been made, but I stuck to my guns. We never broke range. So for me, taking a position like we did yesterday, it's not gonna work. It's not. So I'd rather wait because what happened before that? Some of this, right? Some of that chop. I'm okay with that. Gross Facebook. Yep. Facebook going up on declining volume. Yes. Yeah. Human music. I like. Same thing with NVIDIA, building up against resistance. You've got this 190.65, 190.10. This is the same level from this morning. You get a wick up. Why? Because liquidity. Honestly, looking like a bear flag. Look at 3-minute. Kind of giving the bear flag vibes at the moment. So,
I would say under 188.41, maybe with a little bit of juice, you might be able to follow the downside. So it looks like you're going to follow that trend line on the 3. And where's this trend line at? Where are you at? You're right there. There you go. So you got a little 3-minute triangle here, bilateral. Let it move. Holy cannoli! What did you make that? I just put that together. I think I just really looked at your profile picture. Yeah, your cannoli filling looks a little suspect. Kind of looks moldy, but everything else is beautiful. No shit. The cannoli filling with chocolate chips. JD is up. Yeah, it's up. If this again, I've learned to train the brain to be like, yeah, this is not what I want. I'm not. Nope. Yeah, it's up. It's probably about to go right back down. Probably 56, 54. What the is that? What is that? Yeah, you see that now? Not for me. Roblox. What in the Pelosi? Oh, oh yeah. We look at past Garrett helping out. Hey, $33. I would have taken so many dumb trades today already without you guys. Let's go, man. Avoiding dumb trades is also a part of being a good trader. So that's awesome, dude. You should, I mean, honestly, pat on the back for everybody here. If you have showed the discipline to not do the thing that you wanted to do, incredible. That takes more strength than taking a position. That takes more. Most people are going to FOMO. Most people are going to feel like they're going to miss out. So if you made money or you did trade and your trade worked and you have a strategy that works here, great. But if you didn't and you stuck to your guns or you kept yourself contained, I couldn't help myself. I grabbed Facebook puts. Well, you are the man, Dingus. So carry on. So Roblox is up. Anytime I have a pattern like this, I split it in half. Okay, 50%, and you'll always see accumulation chop at the same levels. Roblox is currently up against that level. That's my point of control, right? Where the most volume resides. On a technical basis, this has hit support twice. Literally laughing out loud. And I would expect that if you close above 3150, that you could move up to that resistance and hit 3344. Again, the volume today is horrendous. And if we're moving up on low volume and all of a sudden bad news comes out, see ya. So the daily, yep. So we technically the D hasn't fully formed yet. I know what you're doing there, Slith. And but yeah, so I thought you were talking about something else, like the daily. No, I was stupid. So 3344 would be that resistance there. I thought you were talking about the daily. And so I thought you were talking about the daily candle like not fully forming yet. I was like, yeah, he's right. Why'd you say it like that? Can I check gold? Yeah, I don't usually do gold, but why not? What is it? You or XA? And then he always tells me I have to go look at some like specific dumb one. Manny wants me to trade gold so bad. Like that's like I think that's Manny's dream, is to get me to trade gold. Taking the rest of the day off yesterday was amazing. Mojo Hunter, dude. Gold star for you. I wish I had admit. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, excess. I think it's gold prime. So daily time frame shows a downtrend, and a lot of the times, I like to respect wicks, but I will, kind of change things and just look for confluences. I would say that 1878, if there's strength shown there, I would look at this resistance, which seems more viable for a retest. Excuse me. But gold looks like it's likely going to move up from here, based on where, if it closes today right here, in this area, 1867, and continues to rise, then it goes higher. If it does not, this is an easy pull back down to support, easy, and then double bottom, and then I think you bounce. Just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate all that you do in other admins. It's a great learning setting, but it's also super fun too. I actually look forward to getting on and learning with it. Oh man, that's heartwarming, dude. I really appreciate that a lot. If you've been on a losing streak, stop. What you're doing is not working. It is no longer working, and it has not been working. If you have just simply lost since you started, what you're doing is not working, and you have all the data to prove it, right? You hand that data to any data analytics, they'd be like, yeah, this is not working. That's broken. Don't do that thing anymore. And the only way for you to get away from that is to literally stop trading for like a week and just forget about it. Go live your life and then come back. And you'll find that it's like you've got a brand new set of eyeballs. I'm telling you. It's the hardest thing to do. It's the best thing for you. It's the best thing for you, right? You would think that everybody's like hustle mode, right? Like, hustle city, stay up until 1 o'clock and like, burn your eyes out. Or maybe not. Maybe you should take a break. Like maybe you already dug into it too hard and overdid it, and now you need to sit back on that information. So, what image do I use for volume? If you just right click on volume, it'll just give you the option for that moving average. The presets on it are 20. I have a 20, so 20 EMA. How much of trading is discipline versus price action and charts? Like if you are a trader that plays. Oh my God, that's an amazing question. That's a great question. I would say that it's 70 to 80% discipline, and I almost want to say it's like higher than that, because technically, right? Like today, I could have entered the trade. I would have been. So yeah, I would have gone green for a minute. But if I'm looking at if I'm looking at trading like I did yesterday, or looking for an extended move, a day trade, that's not working, right? I'm going right back to zero, or I'm going to sit. So having the discipline, right, to just not, or having the discipline to do. So everything is set up the way that I want it to be. I have mapped out my chart. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. Roblox casually off the crack again. Yeah, Roblox is an anomaly. It either moves or it just does not. And it's, you either are watching it. It's a stock that I watched for the reason, because it was occasionally just like the worst and then sometimes the best. And I was just waiting for it to be the best. So, but I would say that 80, 80 to 90%, if you think about it, like there's probably more times not to trade than there is to. And that's difficult, right, for the mind to process, because it's not necessarily the reality of it is that there's infinite amounts are ways to make money in this market. The market's choppy. You can set up a spread on that and make money on that. The market's dumping hard. You can make money on that. The market's giving you quick reversals off of key levels. You can make money on that. The market's giving you great long entries, or if you're in a bull market, you can do well on that with swing trading or whatever the case may be. There's all of these different things, but it's one of those things where you have to have the discipline to assess the situation every single day and then make a educated decision. So I would say the discipline, it's you. In fact, I don't want to say the market is not me, okay? It's us that's complicated. It's us that we can't handle. It's us, our reactions. If you think about it, the markets if we just set up a simple plan, right? Like, I want to trade this, and like this is what I'm going to be trading, and when it looks like this, like that's like, and I don't mean to oversimplify the market. Obviously, it's a complicated thing, but I'm saying in like if you have picked a strategy and it works, and that's what you're focused on, you know, like you should stick to that, and you'll see through that discipline that it worked. But most people, the emotions come in, right? So if you're just a robot, you would just take the trade when you see the opportunity, and you would exit the trade when it failed. You wouldn't be looking at it. There are no other factors, but we're human beings, so we feel a whole lot of things. Is that damn? Like, I mean, like you just put your money out there, you know, that you've been living on, or that you have saved up for, or worked for, you know, and so it is not unrational to feel things for your money, but it's also unrational to expect to put money in there and to emotionally trade yourself into a better situation. So you have to choose, you know, suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of regret. Either one, right? Both's gonna kind of suck. Yeah, we got big data coming in tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good cave bear. These days are all about misdirection and premium bird. Remember that word that came into my brain like right after open? It's pain. I don't know who that was. Maybe it was my stock trading ancestors or something. AAL looks good to me. Can someone tell me if I'm looking at it wrong? I'd like to follow us. Immediately, no. No, just kidding. I'll just mess with it. Let's start over. Let's start over because sometimes our previous analysis can get in the way of our analysis now. We don't want to do that. I don't know, dude. That kind of looks like the opposite. Let's look at it another way. Let's flip it on its head. Okay, broken downtrend. Yeah. You are rejecting this supply. Let me open your eyes a little bit, man. When you start on a stock, if you're only looking at the 15-minute, you are getting a fragment of the data that you need in order to take a position. You telling me about the 1 minute this morning, man, like honestly, like had my like heart, like I was like, I had an emotional reaction to that. Like I was like, what? You know, like because to know, like I don't even do that. Big Stepper probably doesn't even do that. Like Manny uses the 3. He doesn't use the 1. Nobody uses the 1, you know, unless you're trying to have a stroke. I'm not using the 1, you know. So like my advice, you know, or just like my opinion on this is you need to start on the monthly, dude. And if you think about it, safety lies in expiration. That's statistically known, right? We know that you're losing less value on those assets if your expiration is longer. And expirations that expire further out directly correlate with bigger moves on higher time frames. So for you to be analyzing the 15 and then expecting to take a trade that's going to give you any type of return, it's not following a chain of logic. So you have to build something in your mind like that tells you like, okay, this is where I need to start and this is where I need to finish and this is the plan that I need to make. So if you're on the 15-minute time frame, like that's great, but you need to go to the daily, the monthly, you know, start there in pre-market before all of this happens. And that way, that's why I tell everybody why, you know, I'm doing this. So I'm trying to see the structure in which we are, you know, the framework of which we are trading, because that lets me know where we can go. That lets me know the bumpers, right? Where are we going to hit this wall here? Where are we going to go there? So there's all of those factors, man. And Turtlicious, you know, just human to human, man. I really believe and know that we're here when you get back. I really believe that you need a week off. I'm telling you that like as a friend. I really believe that yeah, after this week, you should maybe look into taking a week off for yourself, for your own mental health. We see the data. I'm you know, again, speaking to you as a friend, I would definitely look at possibly removing yourself because what you have been doing is not working, right? You know that. That's a fact. It stings to accept, but it's not working. And I can show you, you know, if you want to shoot me a DM, like I'll show you some of my past downfalls, you know, from way back, you know, like it didn't look much different, dude. It was red and red and red and red and red. So from one person to another, you know, this is just doesn't feel good to do, but it's probably the right thing to do. How about this? Looking at the other wick chart. So that's your expectations. Expectations are usually the result of pain, or expectations are what cause a lot of disappointment, right? We have expectations for this and that, and we wake up in the morning, we have expectations, and they don't meet our expectations, and what happens? So you're setting an expectation to make. So what could be even more beneficial, right? Is how about by your birthday next week, you have reset yourself and starting a new chapter at your new birthday, rather than just trying to make a couple bucks before it. Why not use that as a benchmark, right? We do it with New Year's. This is when you start. You're ending this cycle that you are in right now, which is a brave thing to do and not easy. And you are choosing to restart and use your birthday as a date or a benchmark in which you chose to do that. So you could take a week off, right? And then start around your birthday, right? And see how that feels. I don't want to tell you what to do, brother. But I don't want you to have to learn this lesson the hard way. And again, I know your birthday, all that good stuff, but again, it's a mindset thing. So just how you look at it and how you want to try and deal with it. So hi from Austria. What's up, Austria? Guys, what are y'all doing over there in Austria? Pain of discipline makes money. It does. It does. Nothing in life is easy. That's a cool quote. Sounds cool, but it really is not. Like, it's gonna be hard, you know. It doesn't have to be trading. I had one of my best option gains on Monster a couple weeks ago and had to take 2 weeks off, ready to get back at it. Hoovers is just so damn chill that he doesn't even need discipline. He just makes a bag on shorting John Deere's life and then leaves and I don't see him for like a month. It comes back, does it again. Hoovers, I need to slap the, there you go. Make you a yellow one. Wife took all my profits. Hey, that's a good loss, man. When I was building those accounts with Robinhood, my mother of my kids, dude, I would give her the Robinhood card, and she would. That was how I incurred most of my losses after I started going green. Like we're gonna have to stop that. She would DM me. She would be out and DM or message me and be like, she's like, "Do you make anything today?" I'm like, "Why?" Crazy. Could I look at BA? Top shelf. BA is heading right up to my resistance, which is at 138.87. Actually, hold on. Actually, 145. I think it might go for a supply retest, but downtrend is close enough. That I would say in between 141 and 144. Looks like where it's going to head next. I don't care what really happens today, guys. JD is running up to resistance on low volume. JD's resistance is $58. The risk to reward for that trade is very little for me. I'm going to pass on all of those opportunities and take advantage of one that fits my strategy and allows me to make the most out of the trade, which I don't see right now. I also see JD eventually possibly hitting this support and then hitting the dumpo as well, the dumper. All right. Well, I hope today helped y'all. I know, again, no trades, or if we did take a trade, got a little 40 small loss. That's the beauty of scaling in and scaling out. London is a bank holiday, so don't expect London close volatility. That's also, when you posted that this morning, Cave Bear, I immediately was like, that's one of the first things that went in the back of my mind was, if that's not open, then we might not get any boost. So can I check Baba? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do one more stream. Thanks for me joining the stream every day to learn from you. Big fella, yeah, man. If you hop in the Discord, you've got tons of books, stuff like that, and there are also other creators on here that be sure to tune into their content. I'm good friends with the Trading Initiative and Options Trading Daily. Both of them have really good content, so make sure to drop them a follow. I'm so happy to not be trading this. Look at that, man. One thing I watch closely for when entering entries is volume, as most of today's heavy volume moves were been to the upside. So in my opinion, I would have been very careful shorting the video. Yeah, any volume was moved to the upside. That beginning volume was relatively low, so it was easy to cut it for that reason. Rivian hitting resistance. Yeah, I mean, Rivian, you could hedge yourself. I said that Rivian has a target to the upside. I would say 35.50 is a viable target that would keep it inside of this channel. And so if you're just being realistic with yourself, this just may end up being one of those slow movers. You could enter and set a stop loss as long as your expiration is right of 30.77, which means that you would probably take a little bit of a loss, but you could scale into that. So the way that I would play this is as Rivian moves up to the key level of 32.27, you could either be in now with good expiration and scale in. Why scale in? Because if you enter the full lot here and it rejects, now you're taking a loss. If you scale in, you're taking a little bit of loss that is manageable and you can deal with that. So good. Shorts are only counter trend scalps today, very fast reversals. Yeah. That's support. 7-minute, is that what you said? I remember our one-on-one. Remember that, like, God, what's been like a year and a half, where well, we were on that one-on-one for like, I don't know, dude. I feel like we talked for like 3 hours, and we went over like the 24-minute, the 7-minute, all those different weird time frames. I forget sometimes about the 7-minute. Yeah, I know, because you remind me more often than I do. Thoughts on XRP? PRX. I have no I don't know. That just sounded cool to say. Nah, I don't know. It doesn't sound good. XRPP. It's no good. I do. I don't know. I'm not a crypto guy. Don't listen to me. Okay. Apparently, it's going to the moon, but also going to zero. Have I taken anything? I took a couple of trades today. I scalped Microsoft at the bell for like a couple $100 with a 10 lot, and then I tried to take NVIDIA, JD, lost a little bit of money on both of those, and then just go ahead and call it a day. Bro, please free single? I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? Please elaborate. I'm confused now. You're a trader. You're a trader Forex. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Now I'm done. I'll be back later if I see something. Guys, I have to have and continue to exercise good discipline until I see something that is takeable for me. Don't see it, but this could offer really good swing trade opportunities. So I'll see you then. All right. Everybody have a good day. Hopefully, you either stayed in cash or made money, or lost very little. And use good risk management, and that's the best thing that you can expect. As a trader, you know you're going to lose money. Just make sure you keep it small. Crypto signal, please. But your page says that you do crypto signals, right? Oh no, you do crypto and trader. Wait, Forex. I don't do crypto signals, dude. I don't even know what crypto is. What does that mean? All right, peace. I'll see you guys a little bit. Thank you, bro. Thanks for the lesson day, all the time you take teaching us. Oh, of course, man. I'm gonna leave the stream up. I'll go ahead and split it in fours. Damn, Facebook. Here in Facebook's moving up, low volume. Target is 195.60. That's the only one that I have for you. The video's moving up as well. 193. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.